See if y'all can see this. Hello, you guys. Well, hello, you guys. What is up? It is your girl Rue again from Spirit Reads on Instagram. So in this video, you guys, usually I record these earlier, but I just wanted to go ahead, hey, and try to do a pick a card reading live. So I'm going to see how this go ahead and goes. And let's see what we got going on here. So I have 3 piles of cards. It's going to be card 1, card 2, card 3. And we are going to be going over what your spirit guides want you to know right now. What type of messages are they trying to get through to you? And you may not be hearing. Just what do they want you to know right at this second in your life? So what you can go ahead and do is you can choose your card, either card 1, card 2, card 3, and we are going to go ahead and get started here. All right, I'm going to choose card set number 1. So this is about what your spirit guides want you to know right now. So we have the nurturing card. We have soul healing. We have angel assistance. We have purification. And then we have see yourself in nature. And also challenge your perspective. And right now, what I'm seeing for you guys here is that Spirit wants you to know that you need to take some time to ground yourself as in order to achieve enlightenment. I feel like some of you guys out there may not be as grounded as you need to be, or you might be up in the clouds wondering about, what's going to happen next, maybe feeling some anxieties, maybe feeling scared and nervous about what in the world is going on. So what you need to remember is first, before you can get clarity on any of those questions that you may have, you first need to ground yourself. So you need to ground yourself by maybe taking a walk outside, or maybe you need to ground yourself by, I know we're all in quarantine, but just stepping outside for a minute and just asking your spirit guides or asking the divine to help you and give you clarity on the situations that you need clarity on. And that's why I see this see yourself in nature, as well as I see this purification card. So not only should you go outside and maybe try to call on your spirit guides there, but also I think that you should also use a water. So right now, I know with quarantine going on, a lot of us can't go to, like the pool, not the pool, go to the ocean or, go to bodies of water. But I would really recommend, and I also feel like your spirit guides are saying a way that you can get clarity to your questions, as well as to, kind of calm yourself down and release those anxieties in order to be grounded, is to take a spiritual bath. And a spiritual bath, it can differ from one person to the other, but the type of spiritual baths that I do is I, put some sort of like clearing stones in there, or like, it depending on the chakra or whatever you're working on, those stones that correlate with what you're going through. But mostly I like to put in clearing stones, like clear quartz and selenite and things of that nature. So things like this in your baths, like the more clear white stones, and just maybe put a little bit of like salt in it, maybe like a pink Himalayan salt, things like that. And just lay, in that bathtub and just breathe, just ground, just breathe in, breathe out, and just ask for clarity. Just ask for it, because I see that you need to go through a time of purification. And that is what the divine is kind of, or, divine and your spirit guides are trying to tell you, that it is a time for purification in order for you. You have to go through this purifying moment. You have to go through this grounding moment in order for you to get the clarity you want. Like it's saying, you need to challenge your perception. And the way I think you challenge your perception is, number 1, ground yourself, go outside, breathe in and out, feel one with nature, just feel rooted to the ground. You know what I mean? Just feel good and like you're here. And number 2, you guys need to take, some spiritual baths. I think you need to do those 2 steps. And after you do those 2 steps, Step 3 is call on, the divine. And not even just calling on the divine, because you should do that when you're outside and in the bad, but pay attention to the messages that come through after you do those 2 steps, because I see that spirit is like, we want to give these, this person, the clarity they need when they're feeling anxious, or the clarity that they need on a question, but you are not aligned correctly right now. You need to be aligned correctly. You need to be purified and grounded in order to get to that soul healing stage where you are able to clearly hear the messages that the divine has for you. So for you guys in this one, and also, like it's saying, angel assistance. So for you guys that chose cards number 1, I would have to say is, please do those 2 steps. Ground yourself in nature, take your spiritual baths, and then after that, just meditate and just, try to listen for the messages that spirit has, because spirit's like, look, and I'm getting this message right now. We got the messages for these people. They just have to be open to it. And in order for you to be open to it, you have to do a set of rituals. Period. You have to cleanse yourself. You have to be grounded, because without that grounding, see, this card right here is like nurturing. The black is about the not the root chakra, but what is that? The earth star chakra, the one that is grounded in the earth, the one that is rooted in the earth. And it's like, okay, but then we have that earth star, which is like the lowest chakra that you have about being rooted and grounded. But then here you have the soul healing card, which this is about the soul star chakra. And the soul star chakra has to be about connecting to your guides and your, and being in a spiritual state, combining the spiritual with the physical. So it's like, how can you have this earth, what is these things? The earth star chakra and the soul star chakra in one. And the reason that you have these 2 cards, for the people who chose the first set, is because you have to use both intertwined. So for example, when I'm saying you go outside first and you start grounding yourself, while you're grounding yourself, maybe look for certain animals, find yourself in nature, because the earth star chakra also has to do with animal guides, you know what I'm saying? But then we have the soul healing chakra, which has to do with angelic guides, spirit guides, things of that nature. So right now, a recommendation that I would have for you guys that chose this first set of cards right here is to pay close attention to who your guides are, whether they be animal guides, whether they be, spirit guides, whether it be your ancestors. Really pay attention to that, because from what I see here and what your guides are trying to tell you is that they are close and near, and they are willing to be not seen, but willing for you to acknowledge who they are. So be on the lookout for animal spirit, spirit guides or animal guides, as well as spirit guides, okay? So anyways, you guys, that is the reading that I have for you guys that chose card sets number 1. If you guys would like a personal reading, please hit me up in my DM or just click that book button and I got you covered, honey. So any of you guys that just tuned in, I'm doing pick a card reading live. So you can either choose card 1. If you chose card 1, you might have to rewind this thing back after I'm done. Card 2 or card 3. And right now I'm going to start on cards number 2. And I'm doing a pick a card on what your spirit guides are trying to tell you right now. So let's go ahead and go to card number 2. And let's see what we got going on. So we have manifestation. We have divas. We have grounding. Okay, more with grounding. We got self-mastery. We got trust in magic. And then we have love that you are different. Very interesting, powerful reading. I already can feel it. Let me get my selenite out for this one. So first thing that pops up, self-mastery. Spirit guides want you to know that the reason why a lot of y'all may be going through hard, rough times and you feel like you can't get an MFing break is because you're going through a period of self-mastery, a time period where things are not going to be easy because you're going to be learning lessons during this time frame. What they want you to know is don't give up. Point blank to the period. And they're also acknowledging that it's going to be tough. Okay, this ain't no easy time for y'all that chose to set number 2 here. You know what I mean? This ain't no time to just be sitting back with your feet out. No, this is a time to be doing work on yourself. What are the parts of yourself that you have been neglecting mastering? What are the hard parts of life that you have been neglecting to master or get in order because they're hard? This is the time to do that. And if you don't start doing that now, what I'm getting is it's going to happen regardless. Okay. So this is a time for y'all to really, really, start understanding that it's time to master yourself. And the reason why I see that there's some grounding here, this has to deal with the earth star chakra. And then I also see this divas card right here, because divas are nature spirits, is that during this time frame where you're going to be working on yourself, it's going to be really rough. I'm not going to lie to you. And you're going to be facing some anxieties. You're going to be tired. You're going to be freaking over it. Okay. I'm just telling y'all right now, you're going to be over it. But that's why when you're working on yourself, you have to take that time out to ground. You have to take that time out to MF and ground. Because while you're working on yourself, you need to not only work, but you have to take a time out to rest. And you have to take a time out to reorganize yourself, because like I said, when you're working on yourself, it can get tiresome, even especially when you feel like you're not getting a freaking break. It's like you're not getting a break. So make sure to go outside and take a breather. And also while you're taking that breather and grounding outside, feeling one with nature, make sure good morning, make sure that you are paying attention to your surroundings, because like I said, with the last group of people with this soul star chakra, this correlates to animal guides. And I have this stone right here for y'all that shows this, and it's one of my animal guides that I see as my guide is the deer. And the thing that it says, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's the deer. And what it says on the back of it is, it's time to move gently into new realms and pursuits. And that's what the heck y'all need to do right here. You need to try your best to gently go into new realms and pursuits. It's going to be hard, but try your best to keep it together. And that's why you need to really, really make sure you're grounding. Y'all need to get some obsidian stones. You need to get some hematite stones or freaking bracelets. You need to get some tiger's eyes, things that keep you grounded at this time, because you're going to be doing a lot of groundwork during this time. And also for y'all, this is a good time for manifestations as well. So that's why I'm saying make sure to try to ground yourself and see it as a positive time instead of a negative time, because you're not doing all this hard work for nothing. You're doing it to move into something more beautiful and easier and more successful. But right now it's just your freaking working time. So it is what it is. But regardless, in that time space, if you take the time to ground and you take the time to see this as a positive time, you will have a really, really great opportunity to manifest what the heck you want because you're doing actions and you're doing works. I mean, actions and, faith. Faith without works is dead, is what you're saying. And you're doing the work. You just got to make sure that you have the faith as well. And that faith has to do with, yes, I'm going to manifest success. Yes, I'm going to get X, Y, and Z. Manifest. Switch your focus on manifestation during this working time instead of focusing on anxieties. Focus on, okay, I'm doing this work now. I want to manifest success from my work. So switch up your mind frame like that instead of thinking of this time as a negative time, because it is a positive. And another thing I want to say before I get to the next set of cards is I see that y'all also got this love that you are different card. And the reason why Spirit wanted me to pick this card for you guys is because a lot of y'all that chose card set number 2 is y'all might be so caught up in why is your journey so much harder, than other people. You know what I mean? Don't focus on that. Like I said, that's why you need to ground yourself, because I feel like a lot of y'all, look at other people and be like, well, why do they have it so easy and I don't? Don't get caught up in that. You need to focus on the work that you're doing to master your crafts or master yourself, and manifest. Don't get caught up on what everybody else is doing, because not everybody else is going where you going. Point blank to the period. Okay. So anyways, you guys, that is the reading that I have for y'all that chose card set number 2. If you would like a further reading on something more detailed, please hit me up in my DM or click that book button and I'll get you right with a personal reading. Okay. So anywho, this is for y'all that have chose card set number 3 with these beautiful cards on the top. I really like these cards. So let's see what we got from Spirit, what messages we got from Spirit for y'all. We have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. We have intimacy. Okay. Change. Interesting. Focus and then act. And then we have observing and silence. Everything y'all got right here is about slowing down, focusing, observing, and understanding that everything is a gift. Spirit wants me to tell y'all straight off the bat to slow down. Y'all are causing yourselves unneeded anxieties and fears and worries because y'all cannot relax. Y'all really need to freaking relax. Chill. It's okay. You know what I mean? And I see here that I'm feeling a lot of relationship ties to this. Maybe this is like for y'all that are in relationships. I'm seeing a specific message for y'all. Don't rush things. Take it one day at a time, okay? Realize that the presence is a gift. Some of y'all here, Spirit is saying, are so focused on the future that you're not worried about what's going on in the present. You need to slow down. And like it says, pause and allow things to unfold. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Let's say you're going through something really rough right now. Spirit is saying there is a reasoning as to why you're going through what the heck you're going through right now. And another message I'm getting for Spirit that, for y'all that chose card set number 3 is to sit down and focus on what you want to achieve moving forward, but then make a plan about it. What can you change right now in the present to help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve in the future? Focus on the work that you need to do right now in the present. You need to focus and then act. I feel like there's a lot of like chaotic energy for y'all that chose this set of cards, and you're not getting, nothing done because you're not focusing. You're not slowing down and looking at the, details of what needs to happen. You're not observing first, you're not, getting to the root of things. You're more just thinking about, I guess the future or what could be, what should be, what is going, you know what I mean? Like kind of coulda, woulda, shoulda type behavior. But what this is saying right now is you need to focus in the present, change what you can right now, and take one day at a time. Don't add any extra stress on yourself. Worried about what in the world's going to happen in the future. Worried about, and some of y'all, I'm seeing you, when y'all when are y'all going to get married? When is this person going to change? When is this person going to do X, Y, and Z in freaking relationships? Like, no, you need to focus on what you want to change right now. So what conversations, hey girl, what conversations can you have right now that can benefit you in the future? Don't just daydream about the future. Fix what's going on in the present now so the future can look kind of better, you know? More of the story here, because this one's kind of straightforward. Focus on the present. Point blank, period. Slow down. Stop thinking so much about what could have happened, what should have happened, what might happen, what may happen. All these all these things that you have no idea about and nor have control over. Slow down. Understand that the present is a gift. Yeah, you may want to be somewhere in the future, you know what I mean? But and you're sad that you're not there. But understand that you just breathing on this earth is a blessing and a miracle. Focus on the miracles of what and the blessings of what are going on right now. You're breathing, aren't you? You're alive, right? You haven't stopped breathing oxygen in? You're not dead, are you? Do you have COVID? Are you healthy? Do you have a house? Do you have food? Focus on the blessings of today and stop worrying about what you don't have and wish you had. That's coming. So the way that you fix that is start working on what you want now. So you will have it in the future. Don't keep getting caught up on what you don't have and, what you don't have or what you haven't, accomplished or achieved or what this person hasn't done for you or what you wish this person did for you. You have to fix the problem now so you can have a better future. Start here. Start today. Period. Lack mentality. Yes. Lack. Oh, that's the word. Who said that? Woo. Lack mentality. Stop having a freaking lack mentality. Focus on what your positives are in your life right now. Observe your surroundings. Observe. Just look and see what blessings we have right now. The earth isn't dead. The earth is, we're still alive. We have some things to be thankful about, okay? The main thing is we ain't dead, okay? And also, y'all need to change the way y'all are thinking. This is a time Spirit is saying that deep change needs to happen for y'all that chose these set of cards. Deep change. You have to change. Or you're going to continue to have, as they stated, that lack mentality, and it's never going to get better. Sorry to say. You got to start changing. What can you control now? Is what Spirit's saying for y'all. What can you control now? Stop worrying about what you're trying to control in the future. What can you control now to change your circumstances for the future? Point blank to the period. So that's y'all's message there, honey. Please change. I know I keep going in on y'all that chose this third set of cards, but please, you have a time frame to do it. Spirit is saying we're trying to let you see right now, and this is a message from Spirit, like we're trying to let you see right now that we are giving you the time to slow down, to better yourself for the future. You're going too freaking fast. Too fast. You need to relax. Slow down. Observe. Make a plan. Chill. Don't take it as a negative. Period. Okay? So anyways, you guys, I just preached, honey, and I need some water. Because, woo. Yes, anger, anxiety, things like that. You got to let that go. How can you change that? How can you change? You can change your mindset. So that was my readings for you guys. What I am going to do is I am going to load this video on my YouTube. I just wanted to see how this here go my work. Here we go with my work. I'm working. Look, girl, look, I'm a hustler, y'all. If y'all didn't know that, I'm making OT, it's my weekend to work, but I'm working my regular job and doing this, trying to make stuff. Honey, more of the story for everybody that chose these cards. Hustle, okay? Don't get in that woe is me mentality. We're in a time right now where it is easy to get into that type of mentality. We got to get out of that, and we need to start bossing up. We need to start making moves. We need to start making plans. We need to start doing things to get us to the places that we want to freaking go. I'm tired of, it's not me that I'm tired of, but I just wish people could understand that, because I've been in that type of situation before, where I felt like, oh man, I'm so sad I'm not where I'm supposed to be in life. Why am I not achieving what other people are achieving? I see all these people on Instagram and they, have all these fancy cars. They have these clothes. They have these cute little looks. Their figures look good. I have more money than me. I used to really get caught up in the Instagram thing a lot. Like, I used to be very self-conscious and really hard on myself to the point of almost like a freaking depression. No lie. But I had to realize, and me having a spiritual awakening and me connecting to my guides and being open to being a vessel for what the divine wants me to do, at least try to do that and have that mindset, it feels so much better. So anyway, maybe I just needed to get that out. Thanks y'all for listening, but just try to keep a positive mindset and try to change what you can. Work hard. Hustle, because it's not in vain. If you get out of that type of mentality, the future is going to look bright for y'all. Period. So, yep, let me see. When feeling anxiety, you do have to ground yourself. It feels so freaking good. If you ground yourself, and let me tell y'all something as well. If you ground yourself and breathe into that anxiety and just lay down and say, you know what? During this anxiety moment, what messages does the divine have for me? Because I know no matter what I'm going through, the divine is there. You would be amazed what type of spiritual lessons you get during those anxiety attacks and those panic attacks. Trust me, I still have them, not as bad as I used to, but they are still there. Okay, I have them. And another thing I'm gonna put in y'all's brains before I leave is, a lot of us that have suffered in the past or right now with anxiety attacks and panic attacks, little do y'all freaking know, and this is just my theory. My theory is, like I said, if you breathe into that and just trust that you're going to be okay and the divine got you, honey, you're going to get a spiritual download like you ain't never had, ever. You are going to just break free of fear and you are going to elevate. Your consciousness is going to elevate. Your energy is going to elevate. So y'all find peace and happiness in knowing that there's a reason why you're going through that. Spirit is trying to get your attention. And another message I got from Spirit right here, I got to say, is when you're having those moments of anxiety, Spirit is trying to get your attention heavy on something heavy. But you have to realize that negative entities are like, understand that as well. So when you are opened up like that in that type of state and you're experiencing that type of anxiety and panic, it's because you are in a way moving through different dimensions. So that's not going to feel too great. It's going to feel a little rough, and negative entities and demons, or whatever you want to call it, are aware that you're going through that transition. So they're going to make it where you're going to start thinking about you dying. You're going to start thinking about, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? I can't breathe. What's wrong? Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. But instead, like you said, it's something that needs to be released. You got to relax into it and ask the divine to help you get through it. And please listen to the messages that you get. Please, during that time, okay? So let me stop blabbering. That could be another video for another day. Like I said, you guys, if you would like a personal reading, please hit me up by clicking that book button, or you can just DM me and I'll get you right through there. And also, you guys, if you missed anything on the pick a card, because I did do a pick a card 1, 2, and 3. If you missed it, I'm going to try to upload this video. Hopefully I figure out how to do it to YouTube. So thank you guys for hanging in there with me, and I will talk to you later.